Welcome to Warren's Weekly Update, featuring Anushka Agashi, Bryson King, and Ifra Warts.
Good morning, Warren. Today is Wednesday, February 17th, and these are your Wednesday weekly announcements. Hybrid Learning Plan Bell Schedule. Reminder that today is a gold day. Please click the link below to see the Hybrid Learning Plan daily schedules. BSU News. Starting off, BSU's Vice President Taylor Simmons has created an incredible resource for Black History Month. Her goal was to create the presentation to illustrate Black history in the various subjects here at Warren. The presentation allows students and teachers to educate themselves on important Black figures, events, and cultures. Click on the link in the description to check out her amazing presentation for the 28 Days of Black History. BSU MSA Meeting Mashup. Join the Black Student Union and Muslim Students of America this Thursday, February 18th at 4 p.m. for a presentation and discussion about the importance of Black Muslims in America. All are welcome. Check the description for the meeting link. Club announcements. Pride Club. Pride Club will be meeting this Thursday, February 18th after school on Google Meets. All are welcome and new members are encouraged to attend. The meeting link can be found in the description. Anime Club. Come join Anime Club this Thursday, February 18th for another new anime. If you'd like a say in what we watch, please fill out the form in the description. We always love hearing what you recommend. We hope to see you there. Scratch Paper. Check out the school newspaper, Scratch Paper, if you are interested in being a staff writer, photographer, and/or enjoy working with multimedia. Our website covers a broad span of topics, from news to sports to fashion and beyond, that you can choose to write for. But if you can't find anything interesting, come join the staff and create your own column. Don't be afraid of not knowing how to write, because we'll teach you. We also covered these Wednesday weekly announcements, so if you are looking to get involved, attend one of our meetings. We meet Mondays and on some Thursdays from 3 to 4 p.m. Contact editors Anushka Agashi, Anna Wheeler, Ifra Warris, or Mr. Giorgatsos with any questions. Almond News. CLC Math Placement Workshop. Seniors, are you college ready for math at CLC? Students are college ready if they have received at least a 530 on the math portion of their SAT or at least a 23 on the math portion of the ACT. If you do not meet this criteria, you are encouraged to attend a workshop about the math placement ALEKS test with Mrs. Guzman from CLC virtually via Zoom at 8:55 to 9:20 on Wednesday, February 17th, during period 4 at 11 to 11:30, period 5 at 11:55 to 12:25, or period 6 at 12:50 to 1:20. Please attend during your designated lunch period. The Zoom link can be found in the description below. Freshmen, find your glow. Freshmen unsure of what to do after high school, overwhelmed by the thought of it, it's not too early to begin your exploration process. Start now by attending this live webinar for freshmen and their parents on Thursday, February 18th at 7 p.m. via Zoom. Post-secondary options and resources will be discussed. You'll also hear from current WTHS seniors about their experiences balancing high school while also planning for post-secondary life. All WTHS freshmen and their families will benefit from attending this presentation. Zoom link can be found by following your college and career counselors on Insta and Facebook at WTHS-CCC. We hope to see you there.
Alright guys, now for some sports updates. Girls Track and Field. Open gym for girls track and field will start today, February 17th at 4 p.m. at the Old Plain Campus Fieldhouse. Any girls interested in joining the team are welcome to come. Please come dressed to work out and email Coach Bedell if you have any questions. Badminton. The girls' badminton program has smashed onto the scene. They had a tough week against Lake Forest and Libertyville. Varsity lost to Lake Forest 15-3 and Libertyville 16-2. The JV and novice levels were able to pull out wins against Lake Forest 10-8 and 9-6. JV and novice levels lost against Libertyville 17-1 and 15-3. Lots of learning took place and the girls are looking to get better. We have many new faces on the team. We have girls who are stepping up to varsity roles for the first time this year. They are off to Zion on Tuesday and then State Powerhouse Stevenson Thursday. Boys basketball. The varsity boys basketball went 1-0 in the first week of action. They lost a close game to Zion in the season opener last Wednesday, 58-55. Gavin Cartwright led the scoring for Warren with 15 points and Cooper Stacy had 12 points. Warren beat Lake Zurich 56-42 on Saturday. Drew Dolan led all scorers with 20 points, hitting 5 threes on the day. Cooper Stacy had 19 points. The boys basketball team are at Stevenson on Wednesday and at Waukegan next Saturday. Girls basketball. The varsity girls basketball team went 1-2 in the first week of action. They demolished Zion 60-13. They lost to Lake Forest Thursday 65-32. On Saturday, they lost to Lake Zurich 46-26. Tuesday is the home opener for the Devils. They will take on Stevenson. They will also play at home on Friday and Saturday against Waukegan and Grays Lake Central respectively. Boys bowling. The varsity and JV teams swept Libertyville 9-0. Ethan Kalin had the high series for the Devils, rolling at 668. The varsity defeated Lake Zurich Thursday 7-2. Ethan Kalin rolled an even better 691 series. This weekend, the Devils take on Waukegan and Stevenson on Tuesday and Thursday. Girls bowling. The girls team lost tough matches this week to Zion and Libertyville. Senior Brianna Smith led the way versus Zion with a 500 series. Sophomore Kayla had the high series for Warren against Libertyville with a 508 series. This week, the Devils take on Waukegan on Wednesday and Mundelein on Thursday. Competitive dance. The JV Devilettes took 7th place at the Andrews High School Invite. On Saturday, the varsity team competes tomorrow at the Wheaton North Invitational. Both teams compete next Saturday at Naperville North Invitational. Gymnastics. The gymnasts went against Mundelein on Tuesday. Senior Kaylee Glickley won the all-around. Sophomore Olivia Keither took first on the vault. Saturday, girls traveled to Lake Zurich where they try against the Bears and Stevenson where they took third. The teams don't compete until the 22nd when they travel to Lake Forest. Boys swimming and diving. The Blue Devils had 2 meets this week. They took a loss on both levels against Stevenson on Wednesday. Senior Dante Rinaldi placed first in the 100 backstroke and senior Alex Carruthers placed first in the 100 breaststroke. Saturday was a celebration of the senior class. Warren defeated Zion Benton. All of the seniors had a great meet. Congrats to the class of 2021. Angela Chavez, Cameron Beard, Marty Stumpf, Jonah Park, and the captains, Alex Carruthers, Kevin Kroger, Ethan Harrigan, and Dante Rinaldi. And now we will be taking a more in-depth look at some of the sports teams. Scratch Paper writers Michaela Shank and Joshua Post interviewed the girls and boys basketball teams this weekend, as well as the cheer squad. Let's see what they had to say.
So, Mr. Drznak, could you recap the season thus far?
Well, so far we're 1-1. We lost a close game to Zion last Wednesday night. We played very well for the most part. We had a really bad third quarter and shot free throws poorly and ended up losing by 3 to Zion Wednesday. We came back on Saturday, this last Saturday, and beat Lake Zurich 56-42. We played very well, kind of eliminated that dead spot in the middle of the game and had a nice win. So that's where we're at so far. 1-1, and we got Stevenson coming up this Wednesday.
That's awesome. So how do you feel your team's doing with so many young players this year?
I think they're doing very well. You know, they're picking up on things, they're executing our offense and what we're asking them to do. They're playing really good defense, playing well together. Although they're a lot of juniors and sophomores mixed with just a few seniors, they played a lot together. So they know each other, and that's really helped. The one time it showed was like I said, that third quarter against Zion, we didn't handle very well, and I think that was some of our inexperience at the varsity level. How quickly the varsity game got past us, and we lost our poise a little bit. But that's hopefully we keep getting better, and we didn't have any problems on Saturday. So hopefully that shows good, as we head towards Wednesday.
Yes. Well, also, how's your team doing handling the struggles of COVID during this season?
I think they're doing very well. They're being smart. I think for the most part we haven't had any issues. Back in the fall when we had contact days, we did end up having one player test positive, and we all had to quarantine for our 14 days, and people did it. But so far this season there hasn't been any problems, and guys have been very smart. They've been doing a really good job wearing their masks, so staying socially distant during games. So far so good.
Awesome. Well, good luck in the rest of your season.
Thank you.
I hope to come back and hear more from you later on.
That sounds good. Very nice. Nice talking to you.
Hi Drew, hi Gavin. I was wondering if you guys could state your grades, and then if I could ask you a couple questions about the basketball season so far.
All right, I'm a junior. I'm a junior too.
Okay, so far this season, you guys have had to play your games with masks. How do you think the team has handled that during the games?
I think we've done really well. Like,
all of our conditioning before season, even though it was a quick start, we all played in the center club, so we got used to the masks.
Yeah, I mean, it was like really hard at first, but like it's a lot easier now, and I don't mind it at all. So it's all good.
Good. So what do you think will be your team's biggest struggle this season?
Getting used to the varsity speed, because we got 2 seniors and one of them didn't even play last year, so all of us are new to the varsity experience besides me and Drew. But yeah, we're getting used to it as we go, but it's going to be an adjustment.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely like the varsity experience, and then it's also like rebounding and defense. Because like everyone knows we're a lot smaller, so it's gonna be like a lot harder to like get all the rebounds and like stop like our defenders.
Okay, Coach Stan, can you describe your season thus far?
It's been a rush, right? It's been really fast, going from no season on a Monday to finding out on Wednesday that we had a season to having our first workout that Saturday. The athletic administration putting together a schedule, a practice schedule, a game schedule, getting kids on the court, to trying to make sure kids are coming out, to playing 3 games already. It's just going so fast. It's been interesting because we don't have as many practices as we had in the past. No summer league, no summer camp. So it's really interesting because you just don't have the knowledge base going into the season that we normally have.
Yeah. So how has your team handled being thrown in that quick during the games?
Well, they're liking the moment because they're on the court, they're able to play, they're with their friends, and so it's been, they're having fun doing that. There've been some rough patches, no doubt. When you get the competitive thing going and you're winning or losing, there's some frustration, but I think they've handled it really well. They've done everything we've asked. They've been to all the practices. They're working hard. They get along. There's great camaraderie on the team, great togetherness. But we have some things to learn, and we have definite areas where we need to get better at. But they've been doing everything they can.
Yeah. How has your team done? Like how have they handled everything with COVID and sports so far?
Well, I think like all of us, getting back into the gym, there's a certain amount of things that you took for granted, mask up, social distancing is a huge thing because, you're just used to being in groups. So in downtime, social distancing is something that you really have to work on. But in terms of being diligent and doing what they're supposed to do or trying to do what they're supposed to do, they've done everything that they've been asked to do. I think they realize that it's everyone's responsibility to make smart decisions, really not when they're here, but when they're not here, right? And apparently so far, things are going well. They've been doing what they're supposed to do. Many of them play AAU, so they've kind of been through this before. They've gotten used to playing with a mask on. It's not everyone's favorite thing, but if you want to play, that's what you have to do.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for answering my questions. Have a great rest of your season, and I hope to talk to you again sometime.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Okay. So far this season, how do you think the team's done, and what do you think it's been like being a second-year varsity athlete?
So of course, being a second-year starter on the varsity team, it's really nice to have that privilege to be playing with these great girls. Like the team is doing really well. We have a couple new freshmen on the team this year, so we just got to gel together as a team, learn how to get our plays done and ball movement and everything like that. I think we're doing pretty well for the season starting out.
That's great. And how have you been leading the team as this being your second year in basketball?
It's of course a bit of a struggle to meet new people, but of course with a team sport that's what you got to do. And when you just be a leader, you just got to gather everybody up together and get your stuff done, all the basics, stuff like that. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
So how do you plan to improve your game this year?
I got to get into the gym more, do some more training, get some more shots up, of course. The shots have been a little off this season, but we're going to get on that. Just become more of like a leader as in general. And I mean, yeah, just have a good season.
All right, that's great. Thank you so much for answering these questions. I look forward to watching you the rest of the season. Go ahead.
So the competitions will be a little bit different this year. While you guys won't be at the competitions and seeing other teams, you'll be sending in videos. Tell me what that's going to be like.
So normally it's like a huge crowd and we go in and there's hundreds of people watching, but now it's kind of up to us and our underlevel teams and vice versa for varsity that we cheer each other on. So we videotape our routines and send them in. So we still go head to head with over 100 teams in the state. Like this weekend we're going at Buffalo Grove, and so we're competing against, I think it's about 30 teams in our division. So same idea, it's just everyone's in their home facility. They get one take on the video, you send it in, and you get scored. Judges score live and in person, just like they would at a competition, just if they're looking at videos.
Basketball games, every year the cheerleaders are there, leading every cheer. This year, no fans even. It's hard to not have a basketball game with cheerleaders. Tell us about that.
Yes, it's hard for us too. I mean, that's our bread and butter. That's what cheerleading is. I mean, you'll see we have signs on the ground because our competitive season even is about how do we practice to lead a crowd, right? How do we get them to join in with us? And so it's hard for us to not be there too, but because of the spectator rule, we just can't. So what we're doing is implementing more game day. So that way, hopefully, when football season comes around, we are supposed to be out there cheering. That even though we didn't get that basketball game experience, we can come out bigger and better for football.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
That is the end of our announcements for this week. We hope everyone is staying warm and safe among this chilly weather. Have a great finish to this week. Have a great weekend, and we hope to see everyone soon, hopefully.